Hey guys, Tar Heel Digging. I hope you don't mind this. I kind of like what you do sometimes when you do a weekly spotlight or a monthly spotlight. I think it's a weekly spotlight channel on a channel. I got a gentleman called Groundhog. There's his picture, and basically this is his cover page right there. It's got a Georgia fork tongue buckle, and he's a local digger. He lives here in my hometown. We're supposed to meet up at the beginning of the year. We tried a couple times. He's got a busy work schedule, and I do too, but we're going to try to meet up at the beginning of the year. He's got about a dozen or so videos. His latest one is called Finding Lead Brass and Some Furry Friends. It's kind of like a summary of his year. He spotlights his 3 machines. He's got a White's MXT Pro, and then I believe a White's Blue and Gray Pro, and he's also got, I believe it's a Pulse machine. I'm not familiar with it, but he's got 3 nice machines. He shows them a little bit, and he shows a couple of his nice collection boxes and a couple of his little furry friends. But he's got about a dozen or so channels. He's got some good stuff. What's cool about it is he's local to me, and what I find interesting about it is he's been finding some stuff that's not typical to our area. That means he's got some unique spots. I mean, generally what I've been showing you is a lot of the typical stuff out of the field that I've been digging, but he's got some Confederate stuff which is hard to find here in town, even though we've changed hands over 70 times during the war, and we're in Virginia, where this is Confederate territory, but it's hard to find a Confederate relic or a rebel relic around here, and that's no lie. But he's got a few. He's got some artillery shell pieces which aren't easy to come by either, and great little channel. So if you can, stop in. I'm just going to do a spotlight on him, and I'll put his link to his channel. And I hope you all guys stop. He's new. He's done, I think, going to get about 45 or 54 subs, so he can use a few subs. He's got some good stuff. Take a look. It's been since October 31st since I last relic hunted. I've been hunting deer, and the weather's been crappy here in Virginia in the valley. Raining, freezing. Got a day out. It's somewhat decent, a little windy, but it's damp. It's been raining again. We got bad weather heading way again this weekend, but I got my first signal for the day. I'm back at my field. By the way, Tar Heel Digging, this is my #1 find of the year. There's a story behind it, but there's my truck way back there. For those who live here, they probably already know what I'm talking about, but this is my find of the year right now, and there's a story behind it. I'll tell you that later. But got me a relic. Got me a bullet, actually. It's a 3-ringer. It's not a drop. It's actually a fired one. So I got me a fired 3-ringer for the first signal today. I've been there about, I don't know, 15 minutes. Dumped a bunch of cans already. I did dig something. I'm pretty sure it's a toy gun, but if I get home, I clean up something special. I might as well just go ahead and film it. I got me a gun cylinder. If anything, it's a 22. It's pretty heavy. That's why I ain't too sure it's a toy gun. So I'm pretty sure it's a toy. But man, it's got some weight to it. So I'm gonna show you that just in case it cleans up and it ain't a toy. It's a real McCoy. But I'm pretty sure it's a toy. But it looks like a cylinder. If it is a cylinder off anything, it's gonna be a 22. And that was my first signal, actually. It wasn't 15 feet from the truck. And then there's about 10 cans, and this fired 3-ringer. Alright, this is Earl from Virginia. Hopefully see you at the next hole where I'm heading. I only got a couple hours to dig. Down there the power poles, that's where I got the fired, not the fire, but I got the 4 or 5 guard. I hit the stop button. I'm heading down to the power poles. That's where I got my last trip here on October 31st. That's where I got my gardeners, and I'm hoping to dig a red button. And if I can dig that, I'll probably go on home. It's a little cold, a little wet, and I got to work again tonight. So, alright, it's been a little bit. I just dug up here where I dug the gardeners last time I was here in the field, and just got a nice piece of cut lead. Looks to be a 58 carved lead, cut lead, however you want to look at it. Here, hang on, Matt. Carved piece of lead. Looks like it's a 58, bottom third of the 58. Turn it. They cut the bottom corner off. I don't have a clue what they're making. They're just tinkering around. But it's a piece of carved lead. Got another signal, pretty sure it's a bullet. It's right in here. It is a bullet. Fire. Be a fire 58. Yep, pretty much a 58 fired. Hit elongated on the side. Smell mint. Must have got in the mint patch. I can smell mint really bad. Alright, see y'all at the next hole. Fired 58. Been a little slow day. Dug a lot of trash, but I'm trying to pick over some spots I've hit before. Trying to get a button or two. I just dug a signal. Looks to be, pretty sure it's a Keppi buckle off a Keppi hat. Fragile piece of brass. It's in pretty good shape actually. Wasn't too deep. The hole's right there. It's only about an inch or two deep. But pretty cool find. Hope it's focusing. But it's either a Keppi hat or it might not be quite a Keppi hat. It's pretty fragile. Pretty sure it is, but if it ain't, it's a small sash buckle. Either way, it's pretty cool. Not very big, about the size of my thumbnail, as you can see. But it's a cool find. It's a piece of brass. I'll take it. I had a signal fooling around with me a little bit. Turns out it's just a little pistol shot. Pretty cool. Not very big, a little bigger than a buckball. Probably just a little bit bigger than a 22, not much bigger. 30 cal maybe, somewhere in that range. 30, 32. But it's pretty cool. Looks like it's dropped. Doesn't look like it's been fired. A little pistol shot. Lead. Alright guys. See you at the next hole. I'm in a spot that's got some iron in it. Keppi was just behind me. A little piece of camp lid was behind me as well. I didn't film that. And then I just got this little. Just got one of my deeper signals in this field. That's a relic. And it is my drop 58. I just had to get one before I left here today, but there it is. I don't know if it's showing up. I'm in the shade. Light's kind of screwed up. But there it is. Drop 58. It's a pretty deep one. I don't know if you can tell from that hole, the shadowing is kind of off right now. About 6-7 inches. But there it is, and I'm happy. Got my drop bullet for the day. This is Earl. Got a good solid signal. Probably about 3-4 inches, about 4, maybe 5. But can you see it right there? It is. It's a bullet. Just fell out. I believe it's another drop. It is. Another drop 58. I love these 58s. It's an old nick, but I'm pretty sure it's a drop. That's a nick, but I'm pretty sure it's a drop bullet. It ain't been fired. Got a little hit here and there, but I'm pretty sure it ain't been fired. Just wear and tear from the field plow. Alright, this is Earl. Nice 58. Not too long after my other signal. I'm kind of in this little small flat. I don't know if you can see it. A little rise right there behind me. And I found some buttons right up in here before. Pretty tore up. Kept but there's some modern trash off to my right. And I'm kind of walking the edge of it, trying to stay out of the modern stuff. And got me a drop. Well, I just got one of those kind of crappy signals. It was a mid-30s, but it's cracking some nice high peeps in it. And started digging out. I got that spoon, I got that shovel full out, pulled out a little bit of more dirt. And I don't know if you can see it right there. It is. Looks like another drop 58. Yeah. It is drop 58. That's a pretty crappy signal. Like I said, it was a low 30s, but it had a crack of a high peep into it as I passed over it, just for a split second. It was just good enough since I dug that other one. I went ahead and dug it. Pretty glad I did. Wasn't that deep. About 4 inches, 3 inches. 58. Alright, wanted to do a quick summary of my finds from the December 17th. It's got it out for a couple hours. It's been since October 31st since I hunted last, so I had to get back in the swing of things. The first thing is got a cylinder off a play cap gun. Nothing major, but pretty heavily built for a cap gun. Kind of surprised me. I guess it's pot metal, but it actually feels like it's got a little bit of pewter in it, maybe, especially the way it's wearing and the way it's cleaning up. But I got the cylinders pretty clean. They could use a little bit more work, but no big deal. I found a couple pieces of cap guns up in the front end of the field where I think there was an old school bus stop or something, but found this towards the back on the north end. A little surprising, but no big deal. So other thing is I got a couple fired 58s. Nothing major there, just typical fired 58s. Got 2 of them. And got me a nice pistol shot ball. Not sure of the caliber because I don't have calipers, but I figure it's around 30 cal, somewhere in there. It's a dropped as well. Then it got me a nice piece of carved lead. Not sure what they're doing. I have to look through my other pieces. Maybe I'll find the mate to it. But basically they just cut the bottom edge off, about a third of it. Don't know if they're making something or just whittling around. Who knows? Maybe. I don't know. Pretty cool anyway. It's a carved piece of lead. Then you got my typical 2 lead blobs, which you find in a lot of fields. Then I got 4 drop 58s. Nothing major there. A couple little dings, but they're all pretty much fired. They have little wobbles on the bottom, but no rifling and no hammered. So I mean, I consider them all drop bullets. Some of them are better than other ones. That one's a couple little dings. This is a plowed field, so not everything's gonna be perfect out of there. That one. Excuse me. That one's got a little edge bend, but like I said, they're pretty much, I figured they're all fired 58s. Then I got me what I think is a Keppi buckle. It's a little lightweight, and most of them are that I find. It is made of brass. Really thin though. Back straps on there. It's either a Keppi buckle or a small sash, but it's in the style of the Keppi, but it's just the weight of it is really light. I don't know if they were skimping on metal later in the war or what, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Like I said, it's just a little bit of lighter weight than what I typically find when I find a Keppi. Either way, nice little fine piece of brass. Not a whole lot, but I had a good day digging. It was cold and wet, but I haven't dug in 2 months, so it was all fun and games. This is Earl. All Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy New Year. And hope 2015 brings you find of a lifetime. This is Earl from Virginia. Later.